Hello, PC Smoker back again, and on this video, I do a little housekeeping. Supposed to be my very big Mario Grande, and it has some sweet tea in it from Boswell. And I haven't smoked this in a while, but like, subscribe to BiggestPipeEver, and he was smoking a Boswell Jumbo XXX, just about as big as this. So he or I may claim to have the biggest pipe ever. I was kind of thinking we might have to do a little showdown, like in Deliverance, have dueling pipes. He'd be smoking his pipe a little bit, I'll be smoking mine, using them just like the little banjo scene. Anyway, purpose of this little video is, well, since it's Christmas, and might want to suggest some videos you want to watch for the holidays. If not, maybe you'll want to burn them. But before I get to that, kind of like to show you something that some of you newbies may not know about, and that is one of our pipe presenters was in a movie. And here's the movie. The movie is called Dangerous Minds, and I'm trying to get this. And somewhere in this picture here is a guy we know as StogieFarts. This movie was made back in '96, so kind of aged a little bit since then. But just like Where's Waldo, you gotta find out where he's at. And I think StogieFarts is trying to figure out where he's at in this. He sent me a little letter saying that, well, look for a guy with a black thing on his head. That'll be him. So I think that that's our guy right there. Maybe. I don't know. I'm still looking for Waldo anyway on this. I'm going to give you a good little shot here. We'll pan around here. Okay. Okay. Anyway, he was only in that movie just for one day. He was just an extra, so a waste of Hollywood talent. Oh, they could have gone on to bigger and better things, but that's the way Hollywood is. They just suck you in and spit you right out. No. No respect for up and coming young talent like him, but that's the way it is. Anyway, back to the movie reviews. Well, I think I have 3 movies that I have seen which I like, but one you'll never see again because it's a TV movie. But I'll get to that in a second. Another one that's become more like a TV movie every Christmas Eve. They show up this 12 times. They will again next weekend, with that being Christmas, and that's the one. Nice little Christmas story. And if you kind of recognize this little face right there, that's kind of being used by Smokey Joe, Tennessee. In case you haven't seen his subscription page or anything like that, that's what he looks like now. That's a little picture. Like I said, they're going to be showing this 12 times a day, starting about 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Christmas Eve for 12 hours, for 24 hours straight. 12 times you'll see it. So if you miss it, well, you get the next, you see the next 2 hours and all that, and so on and so forth until the 24 hours are up. And then it's, if you don't have the CD, too bad. That's kind of nice. But it's a nice movie to watch, but especially if your childhood was never as wacky as that one, and you wish it was. Anyway, back to reality. Okay, now this one's a TV movie that was shown back in late 80s. It was shown a few times on TV, most notably Family Channel. Anyway, and then it's full of dead people. So, this is it. That's Christmas Eve. Right there. And for the story of it, for those who don't know it or don't really care, the plot is this old lady here discovered she has a brain aneurysm, and it may blow at any time. So she decided to have the grandchildren come over and see her, who are all growing up and all that. But of course they don't want to see Dad because he's a Scrooge. So that's just the plot line there. They want to see her, but they don't want to see him. So, you know, like I said, a little touches. I mean, a little sappy. A little bit like the Christmas Carol. You know, you get your own Scrooge there and all that. And, you know, it's sappy, predictable, but hey, that's the way it is. Now, the one movie which I really like a lot, and I've got a good history of this, is coming up next. And it is from 1951, A Christmas Carol. Right there. With Alice Sim. One M, no S. And this movie I remember the most because right after the 10 p.m. news, they would show this in its entirety, commercial free, and I will always watch it until it came time to go to midnight mass. So I never got to see the rest of it. I only got to see his past when he was working as a clerk, and that was it. Then it was time to get in the car and head over to midnight mass. Gotta get there early because, you know, the organist started playing Christmas carols about 10:30 at 11:30. So I never got to see the rest of the movie. And of course, one time, which this happened, you know, stopped over a friend's house because she wanted to go to midnight mass. She wasn't she was Lutheran, but she wanted to go anyway. And then of course, when I got there, stopped by the house to pick her up, saw a few guys carrying some toys. And it's like, oh, Santa's here. And it was about 11:20 at night, so that's a little Christmas memory right there. But anyway, thank goodness for video, because I was able to see this throughout, see the whole thing, so I know exactly how it ended. And another thing about this movie is that when this came out in when it was colorized. There's a few facts about it. The movie was never theatrically called A Christmas Carol. It was called Scrooge. And they might show it on Turner Classic Movies, or they might not, in its entirety. But like in big letters, they say, you know, Alice in, and then the page flip over, see in big letters Scrooge, and little letters in the Charles Dickens A Christmas Carol. Of course, in this film here, I kind of did a little substitute, and they put in the little letters on top, Scrooge, and big letters A Christmas Carol. And it should be, and it's easy to notice because it kind of like a flip flop between the main actor, the lead actor, Alice Sim, and it's cut right into all the minor players. So that's one difference. So that's one thing you notice. But another thing you would definitely notice that in colors you would never notice in black and white is that there is a goof in the movie, and that is the scene takes place on Christmas morning when Scrooge wakes up and Mrs. Dilbert, the chambermaid, comes up to do her daily chores, and you see Scrooge looking in the mirror, going, you know, making sure, you know, he was alive and all that, and saying all that. And then what you can't see in black and white, but you could see in the colorized version, is a head poking out from what you see in the mirror. You look in the mirror, and there's a head poking out. In black and white, it's hardly noticeable, but when they colorize it, it is very noticeable. And one thing they could have done in the colorized version is kind of black that face out. That way you want to notice it. But like I said, in black and white, you can't see it. You can barely see it, but in color you can. So that's the main goof behind the movie. But this is the one I like, and I was able to put it on CD, so I'll be able to watch it, and as well as this also can burn on CD as well. So those are my 3 movies that I like to watch during Christmas, and hope you enjoyed a little Where's Waldo clip from Dangerous Minds. So if StogieFarts can find himself in that movie, that's great, because he hasn't seen it for a long while. So if you want to see it, you know, go on Netflix or rent it somehow, so you'll be able to find him as well. So that little movie reviews. PC Smoking going and sign off. Remember, always keep those home briars burning, and see you next time.